let's start that again. Hello everyone. I realise that I'm live. I'm sitting muted, pure talking to myself, honest to God. Nicholas is late as usual. Tonight I'm not coming on the cam, guys, because I'm not feeling too well. Tonight I'm in a lot of pain and just sore. I see we've got three in the chat. Can someone say hello, please, just so that I know that you can hear me okay? So how is everyone? While we're waiting for Nicholas, I'll share out. Oh, hello, Mr. Winter. How is one? Welcome to the show. It's so lovely to see you. So yeah, so Rosie's busy tonight and Nick's running late as usual. But if that man didn't run late, then there'd be something wrong with him. Um, so So, guys, tonight we're doing stories from Reddit. I thought it would be a wee change. I'm just feeling dead sore tonight, Dan, and I'm just lethargic. That's how I'm on the camera. I'm just absolutely wiped tonight, honey. Hope you're well. I seen your show a bit last night with Ben. It was really, really good. I love Ben. He's a really interesting guy. So I thought I'd do something different and obviously do Reddit stories because I've quite actually get into Reddit and reading some of the stories, guys, is quite funny, especially Karen stories. I find the Karen stories absolutely funny as thanks very much, but honey, yeah, they are. They're dead lovely and dead knowledgeable. I've had Ben, well, I've spoke to Ben a couple of times on lives, and he really is an interesting person. So if you guys don't know who Ben is, he's on a network called The Other Dimension. And go and check him out. He's really, really interesting. So I'm just going to sit and chat shit until Nick comes. So I'm just sharing out just now as I'm waiting for Nick patiently. So while I'm waiting for Nick, actually, guys, I'll tell you about the rest of the week. So on Friday night on Frighteners, we have Wayne Seaton. I love Wayne. He writes his own stories. He's on Spook. Right, this is got to be hilarious. I do apologise, Wayne, if you're watching and I pronounce this wrong. It's Spookanori. So definitely go and check him out. On Saturday's show, guys, we have I know, Kelly. It's just 'cause I'm feeling like crap tonight, honey. That's why I'm off cam, 'cause I'm absolutely sore and I'm just tired. And you just don't want to see my face when I'm tired. God, I look like I've been scalped with a bus. Yeah, Dan Wayne is lovely. He really is. He's a really good guy. He's some laugh. Honest to God, go and check him out. He is hilarious. On Saturday show, I have Jason Boyd. Oh my god, guys, I am so looking forward to interviewing this man. I've been this man's fan for a while. Any post that he puts up and things like that. He's right into horrors, and he's filming a series over in America. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right. It's called Madras Cove. I might be wrong, but I'll get him to pronounce that on Saturday. So that show will be at 12 a.m. my time. So it'll be really, really good. Frighteners has got a lot coming up for it, so is the crime show. Next Thursday, guys, as well, we have on the crime show the one, the only Wes Coleman. I am so looking forward to that one as well. I've got plenty of time for Wes. Um, he is a corrections officer, if I'm right, over in Canada. And he's got his very own team. Um, so definitely. Oh, hi, Eric. 6 o'clock my time. Ah, wait now. Maybe. I definitely. Eric, are you in Kentucky got the same time zone? Because I might be wrong. I said 12 o'clock my time to Jason, but see, try to work out all the time zones. Honest to God, guys, it's absolutely murder. So yeah, tonight, guys, we're sharing some stories from Reddit. And also you can know Kentucky's a different time zone. That is good. Because I was beginning to worry there when you said 6 PM my time, and I was like, oh please God, I had that worked out. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. It will be a good one because I've always, as I said, I've been a big fan of this guy. So I'm looking forward to it definitely. Hi Ria, hi Wild Bill. So yeah, so yeah, stories for Reddit. Or you guys can share funny stories as well. But the thing that always catches me on Reddit is stories of people that, yeah, while Bill, I learned that there is 2 time zones in Kentucky. Where Jason's from, he's actually quite lucky because he's on a time zone that I actually know, so it's good. I'm sure he's on Eastern. So, uh, so yeah, we've got a lot of plans coming up. So yeah, the stories that make me laugh the most about Reddit is ones that say I don't work here. I started watching a guy on Nick's always bloody late, honest to God. That man needs a watch. So you know what, I'm going to put my camera on, right? Regardless. So please excuse me, I do look rough. My 2 seconds, guys, to move you. So yeah, I do look a state. Please apologise. I apologise if I look a state tonight. I'm just absolutely done in. So yeah, so I started watching this guy on YouTube who does basically what he does is he reads stories from Reddit, and the amount of stories of I don't even feel it, my hair's alright as well. So he reads stories from Reddit that people put into Reddit, and some of them are just so funny, guys. Like Karens that confuse people to being workers in a shop. It is so funny, guys. If you have no got Reddit, go and check it out, definitely. Hey Cliff. Oh, here comes the notorious DICK for being late.
What's up, boss?
Hey, my love. Hey, Eric. Oh, thanks, Dan, you're the darling. So yeah, Reddit is quite funny, guys. So I thought tonight it would be something different for crime and everything else. So, Nicholas, where have you been?
I've been all over.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I had quite a weekend, I can tell you that right now. So it was a lot of fun.
Oh, I've heard about your shenanigans. So I'll tell you who we've got in the chat quickly. We've got Dan, we've got Kelly, we've got Eric, we've got Wild Bill, we've got Cliff, we've got Chantel, we've got Lauren,
Chantel,
we've got Robert. So we've got quite a few tonight. We have I was just telling them about, obviously tomorrow night we've got Wayne Seedon, Saturday we've got Jason. Next Thursday we've got Wayne Coleman. Wayne Coleman. Oh, he's got to slap me. Wes Coleman.
Wes Coleman.
He's got to banjo me. He's got to be like, you called me Wayne. I'm like, I'm so sorry. Hi. Rita says I have to kick your ass for keeping late.
At least he's
Don't
not
you worry, Rita.
At least he's not watching right now. I can tell you that much.
Oh, imagine he'll be like that. That wench from Scotland called me Wayne. So
man.
I've got a really funny story for Reddit. A TIFU by enraging the parents of my girlfriend by pretending not to know what a potato is. Let me tell you that I've made a bad mistake this evening. My girlfriend, who, let me tell you, is only my second girlfriend of all time, said I am invited to dinner with her and her parents. I was very aghast, nervous and bashful to be invited to such a situation, but I knew it must be done. I met them nicely, I should tell you, and it started off in a good way. The idea slapped my mind that I should do a comic bit to make a good impression and become known to them as a person who is amusing. When I saw that baked potatoes were served, I got the idea that it would be very good if I pretended I did not know what potatoes was. That would be funny. Well, let me tell you, backfired on my face. I'll tell you how. So first, when the potato came on my plate, I acted very interesting. I showed an expression on my face so as to seem that I was confused, astounded, but in restrained way curious and interested. They did notice and seemed confused, but did not remark, so I asked, "This looks very interesting, what's this?" They stared at me and the mother said, "It's a baked potato." And I was saying, "Oh, interesting, a baked, what is it again?" And she was like, "A potato." And I was like, "A potato? Oh, interesting. Never heard of a potato. Looks good." And then they didn't see I was clowning, but thought I really did not know what a potato. So I knew I'd be very shamed, humiliated, depressed, and disgusted if I admitted to making a bad joke. So what I did was to act as if it was not a joke, but I committed to the act of pretending I didn't know what a potato was. They asked me very. They asked me, did I really not know what a potato is? That I never heard of a potato. I went with it and told them yes, I did not even hear of a potato. Not only had I never eaten a potato, I had never heard of the word potato. This went on for a bit, and my girlfriend was acting very confused and embarrassed by my fucked up antics. And then the more insistent I was about knowing what a potato was, when them parents started thinking I did know what a potato was, well, let me tell you, I had to commit 100% at this point. When I would not admit to knowing what a potato was, the father especially began to get annoyed. At one point, he said something like, "Enough is enough, you're fucking with us, admit it." And I said, "Sir, before today, I've never heard of a potato. I still don't know what the potato is other than some sort of food. I don't know what to tell you." Well, let me tell you, he got very annoyed. I decided to take a bite of the potato, and when I did, I made a high-pitched noise and said, "Tastes very strange." This is when when the father started yelling at me, and the mother kept saying, "What are you doing?" And my girlfriend went to some other room. Finally, the father said I should get the fuck out of his house. And I said it was irrational to treat me like this because I just never heard of a potato before. Well, let me tell you, he didn't take that kindly. Now in text messages, I have been telling my girlfriend that I really didn't know what a potato is. The only way I ever get it out of this is for them to buy that I don't know what a potato is. I wish they'd never started it, but I can't go back. I think she'll break up with me anyway.
Wow.
Can you imagine sitting at somebody's table kidding who you don't know what a potato is?
Yeah, exactly.
You're just like, what the actual fuck?
Well, I just want to point this out, what Lauren just said. She said that, oh, wait, another comment just showed up. This is what I wanted to point out quickly for Lauren. Thanking us for the prayers for her son.
I really hope he's alright, Lauren. I was thinking about you, definitely, honey.
And it's not over just yet, by the way, because actually just wanted to show this really quickly, if you don't mind. But
No, carry on.
That typhoon is still at Typhoon Mauer. I guess that's how you pronounce its name. It's certainly one of the most powerful cyclones we've ever seen on the Pacific Basin on this part of the year. Anyway, I actually decided to put this. I actually put this up right before I came on. I actually have a current map right now of where the typhoon is. You can see it right here, and the winds are currently up.
Oh my God!
Yeah, winds are currently up to like literally tops up to 180 miles an hour. That makes it a very strong, dangerous Category 5 typhoon. And the bottom limits for a Category 5 hurricane or a typhoon is usually about 157 miles per hour. But here, as you can see here, top winds in this storm is about 180 miles an hour. Now, we're not entirely sure exactly. I mean, a lot of people here throughout the, part of the, a lot of these, a couple of the Asian countries, particularly the Philippines, are wondering where this thing is going to go. And we're just not really quite sure of where this is going to be heading. I don't think the Joint Typhoon Center in Pearl Harbor in Hawaii isn't saying anything either. But we're just not really in a position to say where this is heading. So all we can do is just watch this very carefully and see where this is already heading. Of course, as you can see, it just recently impacted Guam. It's back out now towards Pacific Ocean near the Philippine Sea. As days go on, it might even edge in towards the Philippines. But if it does affect the Philippine area, it's probably going to be at least a few days, sometime later this week, or even less than that. So again, like I said, all we could see is hope for is just watch this very carefully where this is going to go.
Oh my God, that is horrible. I mean, you know what, guys? I don't usually complain about the weather because do you know what? The UK's really got nothing to moan about when you think of like you guys in America, when you think of people in Indonesia, when you think of people in China and things like that. You guys get it really fucking hard compared to like us. The closest thing we've ever had to a storm I can remember when I was younger, and it was a really bad storm, and I can always remember the wheelie bin going flying down the street, but nothing compared to what you guys get over abroad. Fair play to you.
Well, not only that, but also if you kind of look at it like in this particular part of the world, in this case with typhoons, they're even worse than their U.S. counterparts because they cause a lot more fatalities. But fortunately, as of right now, from what I've been seeing, I've been still updating myself on this about the damage in Guam. I mean, the damage in Guam is just absolutely tremendous. But so far, there haven't been like any fatalities, and let's really hope it stays that way. I mean, the area has definitely been totally destroyed, but as we all know, buildings and houses can be put back together, not lives.
Oh God, I like Eric's comment when it says it can cause tsunamis. You never know the damage that natural disasters do, and I love sitting watching natural disasters on YouTube, and people will probably think that's weird, but I'm fascinated with the weather. Right. I've always been fascinated with the weather, and look, it used to be tornadoes, but then it extended to volcanoes, hurricanes, and now I'm fascinated with tsunamis. And I think what fascinates me about tsunamis, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't like to be caught in one. Fuck that for a game of toy soldiers. But what I'm fascinated about is how much destruction water can actually cause, especially when the water, like I don't know if people know how tsunamis are formed, so like when the water gets sucked away so fast and then it comes in one big wave. Oh my God, man! I'm fascinated with watching them, but I certainly it's one of my biggest fears, but I seem to dream a lot about tsunamis. Like
Yeah.
in my dream, it's quite ironic. Um, but yeah, I love to do with natural disasters. I always have. I think it was when I was younger, really. And like we used to watch a lot of documentaries and things like that. When I stayed with my gran, and I think just for there, I was just fascinated. And as I said, the one thing I would, well, two things, actually three things. Apart from seeing news guys in America that I've made good friends with and going paranormal investigating, I would definitely love to chase a tornado.
Yeah.
Like without a shadow of a doubt, that's my dream and that's my goal. Um, it's just something that's fascinating. I think when you look at the world that we live in and the amazing things, and I'm not saying that natural disasters are amazing things, but it's how they're formed that I'm fascinated with, like typhoons, and the power in typhoons is just wow.
Yeah. Well, and this is definitely quite a good example of this because, like, right here on the radar, I mean, you could really see first off, like, this awesome looking eye, and barometric pressure of it is about 903 millibars. So, this is a very, very powerful storm that we're looking at. So, it's fascinating stuff, but you also have to remember, like, especially where this is heading. And again, like I said, all we could just do now is wait right now of what's going to be happening in this case. So let's just hope it either stays out in the open ocean, or if it does hit the Philippines, hopefully it weakens by then. That's all we can do.
Sorry, I'm fucking about with my light here.
No, you're
Try to get
fine.
it to the winter. But no, it is so sad, especially when you see countries like the Philippines, when you see countries like, Indonesia and that it just feels like they're rebuilding from one natural disaster and then they get whacked
Yeah,
with a second
exactly.
one.
Well,
And
the
I
other
think
thing.
it's
No,
on
go
you go,
ahead. I'm
honey.
sorry.
No,
No,
no, honey, you.
what I was just going to say was, and I actually told Lauren about this earlier this morning, was where the storm is actually heading to. Because like since we were all supporting Lauren, hopefully that her son was okay, which thankfully he is. Now hearing that it's possibly going to be heading towards the Philippines. I mean, believe it or not, I actually do have a couple paranormal connections out in who live in the Philippines. So as you could very well imagine, much like it was for Lauren and her son, obviously I do have some very, very personal concerns about what could happen there in the next couple of days.
No, I know. It's terrible. I think really that they should have better warning systems. Like they have warning systems in America, I believe, for tornadoes and
Yeah,
things like that. Like obviously with tsunamis, you can't time tsunamis because after earthquakes they can come right ahead or
right.
they could wait. So it's quite hard to judge, but it would be amazing to have a sound system that you could for every weather. Um, so we went from Reddit to weather. I love the
Yeah.
weather though. I love
I just
talking
want
about the weather.
I just thought it was important just to bring it up since Lauren was on, in case anybody wanted to know what the update was. That was actually something I kind of had planned before I came on. So, but yeah,
Oh,
it's
that's what I don't mind, my darling. I love talking about weather. People might think I'm weird, but I love talking about it. You can share that video from Gordon. It's going towards
oh
Taiwan.
yes, yeah. It looks like it may also possibly head towards Taiwan. I'm not again. We're just not really in a position to say exactly like where it's going because again, it might even edge in. Like I said before, it might even edge in toward the Philippines. But as of right now, they haven't really posted like any type of typhoon watches or warnings, in the Philippines or Taiwan because it's about at least as I would probably put it, probably at least 350 miles southeast of where these two countries are located. They haven't really had any type of reports of like high winds or waves over here, but so it's been relatively calm. But here in the center, between two of the U.S. territories, Northern Mariana Islands and Guam, and then not far from Philippines and Taiwan, you have this very intense typhoon Mawar with, like I said, winds up to 180 miles an hour. And as you can see right now, that it's not really moving very fast. So it's, again, only time will tell, but it is getting close to the Philippine Sea area. But just wanted to say one final time, just check out this awesome looking, you can see this awesome looking eye, right in the center of it. And I don't know, this is probably as best and organized of a Category 5 hurricane or typhoon as you can get. So we'll just have to see.
That's what I love.
Look. Yeah,
that's what I love. See, from an aerial point of view, and seeing that looks beautiful. I'm not saying it looks beautiful because the destruction it does, but it's fascinating that you can see that from an aerial point of view. That you can see. What is that you're using, Nick?
It's just Zoom.Earth. I just looked it up. I didn't have this plan originally. I mean, I know I had this plan, but I didn't know where I was going to find a good radar. And I just came across something called Zoom.Earth. And it was able to direct me to where Tropical Storm Mawar is. So, but yeah, as of right now, as you guys can see, it's currently out in the middle of the ocean with, again, winds of 180 miles an hour. And again, just got to see how things will look over the next couple of days. So, but it's definitely, yes, it's beautiful looking, but definitely a very scary sight to see. That's truly a monster storm.
Oh God, Lawrence is sent Nick a video from of a truck being flipped like a toy. Oh, that's terrible.
It is,
Dan says, I know nothing about this storm, but last night I had a nightmare where I was in the States and a tsunami crashed, washing us away. Listen, Dan, that'll sweep you to Scotland, my love. Don't you be kidding. Lawrence says, you're my sister from another country. You too, my darling. I hope you're well. Cliff says, tsunami 2004 waves reached 167 feet, 51 metres, which caused flooding up to 3 miles. I'll come back to your comment, Cliff. Hiya, Jacqueline. Is this now?
Yes,
hey, Jen. Yeah.
She's talking about that was a current map of it. It is currently, yes.
Oh, God. What's really cool is in that eye, it's dead calm. It certainly is, Eric. And Dan's laughing at me. Going back to what Cliff said about the 2004 tsunami, that one always sticks out in my head, guys, and I'll tell you exactly why. In 2004, when the tsunami hit, there is a video that when it hit the beach, there's I couldn't make out if it was a guy. I'm more than 95% sure it was a guy. That didn't actually run for the tsunami. They actually, I'll say they, in case it is female, was female even, but they actually kneeled down to the tsunami and somebody actually caught it. They were actually the very first victim of the 2004 tsunami.
Oh, really?
Because they didn't run for it. They actually, you can see them praying. You can absolutely see them praying, and I just think to myself, holy fuck. Between that and the sight of the old man and lady that got caught up in the tsunami, if my mind serves me right, he survived, but she didn't.
Oh, man.
And it's just, see when you watch the 2004 tsunami, and to this day, actually, if anybody's looking for a good documentary to watch about the 2004 tsunami, it's a documentary that Channel 4 done about it, and people telling their stories. And there was actually a girl that saved 10 people's lives on that beach that day because she'd been learning about tsunamis. So she knew as soon as the water was gone out and how fast it was going back the way, she knew there was a tsunami and she saved 10 lives.
Oh, wow. That's quite fascinating.
So, it's horrible. I mean, see when you see them all dead happy and then you just see this
Yeah.
massive wave. You're just like, between that and Japan I think Japan's the second highest destruction as well. I still find faults with Japan over that one. I think that one could have been, I wouldn't say, it's terrible to say that it could have been prevented. Don't think that's quite the actual word for it. But if they hadn't, built that nuclear plant, there's no to say that it maybe the timeline would have still been the same, but maybe if it was different.
Right.
But I can remember that one as well. As I said, I'm just so fascinated by weather. Like even here, see, as soon as there's a bit of wind and heavy rain, I want to get down to the beach to watch the waves come over.
Yeah.
I can't swim by the way, guys, worth a shit. So, and I'm wanting to watch water. It's great fun. I've got a big massive phobia of deep water, but I want to watch like tsunamis coming in.
Oh, check this out! What Cliff just wrote. Ever since the Japanese tsunami of 2011 killed more than 15,000 people, those living in the affected areas have reported countless sightings of tsunami spirits. Even when there has been no rain, cab drivers have been hailed by soaking wet passengers, believed to be ghosts of victims still drenched from the disaster. I believe it.
Well, Cliff, there's actually a video. I don't know if you may have seen it or may not. For people that haven't seen it, basically what it is they catch a spirit coming out of a house. I think it's a house when the tsunami hits. Well, after the tsunamis.
Yeah.
In the middle.
See, I remember when this occurred back in 2011. I was actually still in high school when this occurred, and I remember getting ready for school, and I remember seeing it on the news. Big tsunami.
Nicholas, you're an asshole. You're an asshole. I hate when you turn around and say that to you. Say, "Oh, maybe springtime." I'm like, you bastard.
It's kind of true, though.
Eric says, yeah, I've seen some of these clips of tsunami spirits. It's actually pretty intriguing. But yes, tsunamis are definitely power of destruction, definitely. But yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
On you go, gorgeous. Ladies first.
I'm actually going to show that video that Lauren just talked about the storm, the typhoon.
Oh yeah, please.
It's just a 14-second video. Unfortunately, there's no sound to it. But watch this. This is true evidence of seeing the power of Mother Nature unfolding. Watch this carefully. See what happens. See that truck right there? Look at that. Those are the highway.
Oh wow!
Whoa! Just toss it around like a toy.
Yeah. It's tossed a bit like a Caesar salad.
Yeah. Oh my gosh! And I just saw Lauren. That's when Lauren just messaged me. That's like, don't forget the video. I'm already ahead of you. Messaged me right as I was about to show. That is just unbelievable force winds hitting that, battering that truck.
Eric is like, yes, Nick, we know you're younger than. Don't you encourage him? I don't want to be reminded that he's. But it's quite mental. See, but always stands out to me as well when I watch these stories about backstories, pictures, backstories. It's the guy who was a volcanologist in his last picture, and then no long after the picture was taken, yes. I can't remember his name.
That was during the eruption of Mount St. Helens.
Yeah,
that was over almost 45 years ago now. What was his name? I've heard of it before. It was David Alexander Johnston. That's who it was.
Yeah.
It was the last. If you even go on the Wikipedia page, they show the very last photo of him, literally right before his death.
He's literally even. Don't get me wrong. I like volcanoes as well because I'm fascinated with. Yeah, he's a. Why is everybody saying about Nick's age? He's all putting years on me. Look, fucking wrinkles. That only got there when I started two shows.
Well, I'm in trouble.
That's all right, Nick. You're only what 4? 4 years older. 4 years older. Sorry, I do apologise. My words are everywhere tonight. 4 years younger than me.
Okay.
But don't tell everybody because they'll get jealous.
Keep my mouth shut for it.
Oh, guys, I just want to say a quick, I know it's a bit belated, but a quick happy birthday to Jeremy York's daughter. And
yes.
is it Angelica? Angelia. She turned 18 yesterday, guys. So I just wanted to say a quick happy birthday to her. Nick, let me get. Are you 30, Nick? When did that happen?
Of course, you should know. We did celebrate my birthday.
I know. I'm just pulling your pizza.
Lauren, I can't believe I'm about to say this, but you're actually correct. I'm 30.
So, Nicholas, here's a question for you. How does it feel now that you're past not past the 30 stage, but how are you getting the signs yet? Old age, forgetfulness.
Well, if you want to consider basically like headaches or something like that, I'd say yes.
Have you pulled out the slippers and the dressing gowns yet?
Yeah, not yet. Well, although I will tell you this though, because I did come prepared for this. I do have a cane waiting for me in the back.
Oh! And what are you up to tonight, you naughty boy?
Well, I know we got supernatural talk, so I think it's just going to be an open mic chat. So I'm not really sure what we're going to be talking about. Although I'm sure some people will. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to be talking more about the typhoon. So, that's been kind of quite a conversation we've been having. Oh, check it out. Son's age was also born. Also, wow. So he was born a couple days before me.
Oh, wow. Eric says, oh my God, I told you, wait till you're 50. See, by the time that I'm 50, Mr. Thompson, I'll be chasing the younger men. I'll be like, hit 50, go through a cougar stage.
You know what? Wait, what's this? What Cliff here said? Warren, he says what you're here to look forward to. That's pretty funny. I didn't say I was going to call you that, Lord.
But oh my God, that'll be scary to think when I'm 50, my boy will be 30.
Oh,
fuck
geez.
me. Listen, I will still rock up in the cougar pants. Oh my God, it's scary to think. Listen, do you know what, guys? I think to myself, by the time I'm 40, my boy will be 20, and I'm like that to myself, oh my God, I'm too young to have a 20-year-old.
well, there you go.
Oh, Eric, you're going to get a slap. See if I see you with 2 black eyes on Tuesday.
You're in trouble now, Eric. And I can't go over there to protect you.
I'll be 54. Oh, wow. I would never said you were 54, Lauren. Do you know, I was talking to Jason today, and I said, I hope I don't mean to be too personal. I was like, but what age are you? Oh, someone ask a man how old they are.
I gotta ask.
But don't.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh wait, check this out. What Cliff said. You are as young as you feel. I feel I'm 32 and have had 8 kids.
Oh my god. Jeez, oh. Do you know what? It is true what Cliff says. You are as young as you feel. Like, honestly, like my mind, I think sometimes 18. My body's definitely in its 50s because it's that fucking sore. But at least, do you know what? That's why I love, like, some of the residents I look after because they still jump about like they're 21-year-old. I'm like, see if I've got that much energy, fuck me, I'll be a happy woman.
Yeah.
I have a 35-year-old daughter, 30-year-old son, and 3 grandchildren, aged 15, 11, and 9. Oh, wow. Hell, I feel like I'm 10. Do you know, I don't know, I'm saying nothing.
I'm not touching that one either.
Do you know, right? Honest to God, guys, don't you ever hate it when somebody you say to somebody, "How old are you?" and they go, "What age do you think I am?"
I hate that when they ask me that.
Oh, then you feel obliged that you have to go younger just because you don't want to offend.
I know that I've had that happen a number of times, and I hate it when they ask me that question.
I'll tell you a really funny story. I met this person years and years ago, and we were talking on the net, and we met up for drinks and that, and they said to me, but don't know how we got in the conversation age, right? And they said, what age do you think I am? Oh my god, I wish the ground had opened me up. I actually thought this person was much older than me. At that time, I thought they were about 40, maybe 45, and it turned out they were only 24. So well, you can imagine.
Well, I can tell you this right now because this is often repeated on Supernatural Talk all the time. Our co-host Eileen, she's 24, so she's always going to be 24.
Do you know what? Fair play, because when people ask, like, we were on the bus, I was taking my sister to her appointment, and we came like out the appointment, and we got on the bus, and we spoke to this gentleman, and for a laugh, I told the gentleman that I was my sister's younger sister. But whilst like there's a 13-year gap between me and my sister, and I was claiming to be the youngest. I was like, I'm the young sister. It's like, it's all how you take exactly. Well, as you can see, before the shows, I was quite youngish looking. I've done the shows for nearly, in fact, it might be longer than that I've been podcasting. And now you can see the fucking years have came. Wait till Nick 10 years time and Nick's still doing the shows and he'll have bigger lines than me.
Well, you know what? I can tell you right now about, all this talk about taking care of yourself. I've actually been doing that lately because I'm sure you probably saw it. I wrote this about a week or so ago. I've been exercising for the last couple days. First couple days obviously are the toughest because obviously it's the most painful, and also a lot of times you really don't lose a lot of weight as a result. But I checked the weight machine this morning. It's not much, but it's a good start. Already lost about 3 pounds already. So, but that's just the beginning of it. Yeah.
Do you know what, Nick? We'll soon have my dad had 9 kids. Oh wow.
Wow.
Oh, you're 10 years youngest one. Hey Nick, just wait till the day you roll up like Danny DeVito. You'll have the small shoulders and that. Feel that fucking out. I'll be like, where's Nick? Have you seen him? Do you know what,
Thank you,
folks?
Lord.
I always tell everybody this, right? See, when people go on about wanting to lose weight, right? Because there's plenty of people I've spoke to, right, that have always said to me, I want to lose weight. And what always comes out my mouth, and I suppose it's easy for a person like myself, right, to say that. But I always tell them, why do you need to lose weight? There's nothing wrong with you. I'm like, you're
Yeah.
beautiful the way that you are. So I'm telling you the same. You're beautiful the way you are. You don't need to lose weight.
Well, it's also from a doctor's suggestion because I had a doctor's appointment a couple weeks ago, so I kind of have to do it.
So name me a chocolate crisp cakes, fizzy juice. You're going to be holy fucked, my friend.
Shut up, Eric. Wait, what? So now, then we know it. Nick will turn sideways and he will disappear. Wow, wow.
As they say in Scotland, if you turn sideways, you'll be reported missing.
I gotta bring something else up, by the way, because I thought about you when I was in Ohio. But among the guests, I don't know if you saw the pictures, but among the guests that we had at ParasiteCon, and I remember we were going to try to get him on Frighteners at some point. I saw Brian J. Cano.
Oh my god, and that would be awesome to have him.
Yeah.
Well, we'll do it a night that we don't have English, just to say fuck you English, but
yeah, because I remember a while back you said you guys were going to try to get him on, and so
he's an interesting guy. Like, I know he was over here, with Dan and Viv and that, and like, he seems like a really interesting guy, definitely. I mean, there is quite a good few, and I'm quite getting out my confidence zone to start asking people, because I used to be quite shy about like asking people on my show, whilst now I'll just go for it. What's the worst I've got to say? Like, who the fuck are you? And no.
Well,
but
when I can see I'll tell you right now, Brian, he's fantastic. I mean, he knows who I am at this point, literally. I mean, I've become like a really good friend of his, and he and I have been chatting not online, but we often do talk a lot. And I actually did brought up saying there was a show that I'm actually a co-host to. I was told that apparently they reached out of having you on the show. It's a show called Frighteners. If you get a message from someone by the name of Lois Haddo or from Ian, those are the guys that runs Frighteners, which I'm a part of. So I told him that, and he said he was all for coming on to the show at some point. He just, of course, got to schedule it.
That would be amazing. Know who I would really, really love? Like, the kind. Bye, love. Bye. I can't even dance solo. I need somebody to grab me. Especially when you start saying, "Oh, Nick, Dan killed me." Oh, literally killed me on Tuesday night. In a good way.
What did he do?
Oh, the hilarity out of me, Dan. What happened was Eric picked a subject, right? And it fell on the floor. And Viv picked it up, and it was, Rhea says, I'm not saying nothing. So the next thing you know, they picked it up, Viv picked it up and opened it, and it's Japan and paranormal. Well, I just started laughing for nothing, and I wasn't even at the subject. I think it was at the fact that my boyfriend is notorious for doing impressions, right? So I started laughing. Well, did Dan no clock me laughing and started doing a Japanese impression? Oh my
jeez.
god. I was you by the way, the show just erupted. I'm surprised Jeremy York didn't message us and say, see because of your shenanigans, you're all kicked off. I said, we've had a great time in the business. We've done well. I says, now my career is flashed right in front of my eyes. But honestly, you should watch it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised you guys were still alive after all that.
Listen, I turned around and I said, Jeremy York must, if he turns sideways, sticks his tongue out, it bears up. I says Jeremy York must fucking love us because honestly, oh wow, honestly, like the tears were streaming my eyes. The tears were really streaming my eyes. I was actually so sore for laughing, but it was just the hilarity was just unreal. But honestly, it'll be a good show. It'll be definitely. It was me and Dan. You and Dan, naughty boys.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch that.
Oh my god, man. We were literally, I had to turn the camera off at one point because the tears were streaming my eyes. I was like, no.
Wow.
I was like, oh god. But that's what we're talking about Tuesdays. So I'm looking forward to it, but I'll be coming on with blinkers, like pure straight, like don't laugh, don't laugh.
Oh my
But
god.
but honestly, this is why I avoid Tuesdays, because the hilarity with Dan's just, oh my god, Dan's nuts. Love him though, I love him about him and Viv. Oh,
See, that's yeah. Like I said, I'm gonna have to check that out. Oh my god, that if you guys were to have like a top 10 like most funniest moments, that would probably be one of those.
it was. Because then Dan tried to start to try and woo me with a Mexican accent, and that just fucking made me worse. He told me, what was it? He said he would bum me for 2 camels.
Oh jeez, what?
See what I've got to put up with, Nicholas.
Yeah.
But oh my god, the hilarity was just. I know. Imagine Dan saying he was going to bump me for 2 camels. I was like, oh my god.
I'd be kind of lost there for kind of a minute there.
Listen, Nick, sometimes I wish I would get fucking lost.
Yeah.
It's been actually pretty good tonight just to kick back and talk about the random shit of the.
Well, I can tell you something else. I mean, this seems kind of random, but I actually just made this announcement on my show last night, and I thought I should tell you. But my show with Nick Files, with the presentations I put together, I have just recently put together my 100th slideshow.
Oh, congratulations! What's this one about?
Well, it's not necessarily. It was the 100th show or 100th slideshow for this particular episode, because I've been making a lot of other presentations, so I can put myself ahead of all these slideshows, so I can have several episodes ready instead of always working on them at the last minute.
Aye, but we know it's a joke, Eric. We love everyone.
But the slideshow, it was continuing on with what I was talking about last week, which was part 2 of the Ohio State Reformatory.
Oh,
we were focusing on the history of it. We were focusing on the history of it last week, and yesterday we were talking about the paranormal side of things. Although I just recently uncovered some other parts of history and paranormal stories of OSR that I really wish I could have had for the slideshow, but I've kind of already made this decision that this will probably be one of those slideshows that I'll most likely.
Rita loves us when we pick on each other. Listen, do you know what, guys? I love it when Nick grips me because it's just when you look at our team, right, and you look at Bry. Bry gives me a tight sometimes, right? English just absolutely loves to fucking tear me a you arsehole, right? But I love, especially when it comes from Nick, because it's unexpected. It's so funny.
That's how it's always like with me.
So he's just like, I've got the shotgun ready for this Scottish bastard. I'm waiting for her just to come in my eyesight. Yes, and that's got me all excited. And now I'm making him take me.
That doesn't sound right. I'm not touching that one, Eric. Sorry, I'm not that kind of person.
Is there something that you want to tell me here?
No. Hell no.
Rita, I would watch that too.
I got my own things I got to handle.
Oh, right, Nicholas. What's her name this week?
Nobody, at least. I don't have anybody with me, but I am, however, I will say this.
Oh,
I do have well, it's not exactly what you think. I do have another investigation coming up this weekend, and I'm investigating.
Same chick?
Wait, what?
Is it the same chick as down the woods?
Oh, believe it or not, yes, it is. But we're going with a few other people too.
Nick, I know you're a bit of a playboy, but come on, you're really becoming a swinger.
I'm just glad she's not watching right now. Oh man. Oh wait. Let's see what. Hold on 1 second. What is this? Oh my God! I gotta show this to you. Laura just sent me this video. You're gonna love this. It's cute and it's funny at the same time. You gotta see this. Hang on 1 second. Oh my God.
So, Nicholas, when am I?
Wait, watch carefully. Look what's on the bottom. It's our show.
Oh my God, there's me. Oh, there's a wee cutie. We've got a big fan.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, what's your cat's name, Lauren? It's absolutely gorgeous.
That's a beautiful cat.
So, Nicholas. So, you and your friend, are you going for dinner first?
Like I said, first off, there's a few others coming with us. And, well, there actually is a really interesting side to this place. This is a location, I'm not sure if I could really give out the name of it yet, but it is a location that's never been investigated before. It's
oh, wow.
I can tell you it's located up in Forest View. And, you know, I would have made a slideshow for a prior investigation. However, there's not very much history, or at least available history online, other than from what I remember hearing was the owner had told me that it was built in 1938 and it was supposedly a hangout spot for notorious Chicago gangster Al Capone. And it's been a restaurant now for over 85 years. So not much of it has really changed. So that was all the information I can get. And I had to ask, and the owner who invited me, I had to ask him, have there ever been any other paranormal groups or investigators that have investigated this place? To my surprise, and this was kind of exciting, she's like, no, you're the first one I'm ever reaching out to investigate this place. When she told me that, it's like, oh, her name is Kaneko, or her son's cat watching.
Oh, wow.
Oh, very cute.
I I know where Nick is talking about.
Yeah.
Cliff says, I need someone to do a sound trial in an investigative man with wifey does not like the frequent tones as it does her head in. Oh wow. Con
Koneko.
Kaneko. I trained
So
her to be uh
yeah.
so uh, is it a meal for two?
What's that?
Is that a meal for two while you're exploring?
I told you it's going to be a group of us this time. It's not just going to be me and her.
Nick, you tell the truth, you'll be sending the others to the wrong restaurant. You'll be sending them 3 streets away.
Oh my god. So
You know I'm only pulling your leg.
I know you are. The only other information that the owner had, she actually just messaged me right before I came on, believe it or not, the owner said that they've heard footsteps, they've seen shadows,
He definitely is sightseeing.
They've moved things and hide things, unrolled paper towels in the kitchen, have sent paper flying through the air. Now, she's not saying at all that any of this activity is like aggressive or bad, but she did tell me a few other things. They said she said she's been touched, and so have a couple bartenders. One of her other bartenders has seen an apparition upstairs. She believes there's definitely more than one spirit. The only other information that she gave me was apparently the previous owner's girlfriend died suddenly in the apartment upstairs, apparently drug related, and apparently her name is Donna. So they have quite the activity at this place. So we're heading out there Sunday night, which I know is right before Memorial Day, but considering that I don't have work on Monday, and also considering it seems like it's working out for everyone, we're gonna go Sunday night. I even checked with the owner to see if that was okay, and she said that was totally fine. I mean, like literally, like about a minute after I came on, she had messaged saying, "Hey, are we still on for Sunday?" I was like, "Yes, we are." So the fact that an owner of a location has asked me to investigate a location that's never been investigated before for the first time, me doing it along with Ava and some of these other people, that's quite exciting.
It will be. It really will be. And it sounds like, obviously, like that's really good that you're like the first person to get in there. So that's an achievement in itself.
Yeah. One of the other people that we're bringing with us, apparently, he's been known to frequent this bar a lot. He's actually he's not really someone I've investigated with too often, but he comes to a lot of the Paracons and whatnot. But he goes there on a regular basis for bingo nights. So it's also nice that we're bringing someone with who's also familiar with the place. So that I've never been. Yeah, I've never been to this place before. So now we have someone with us who knows the place that really can be a big help for us.
Well, when you're splitting the teams, I hope you and your young lady friends in the separate team.
No comment on that.
Don't you go and play hide and seek in the dark?
Now, in case anybody asks, unfortunately, I mean, it's not necessarily by the owner's request. Because this is a brand new location, I'm not going to film it live like I do with some other locations. Because again, it's the first time, and when you're going to a new location, it's probably not right to just because you don't want all of a sudden a whole crowd of like paranormal investigators that want to investigate it. So I'd rather wait at a later time to do something like that than do it the very first time. I'll take pictures.
Eric says that girl, but that girl is a cutie though.
Yeah.
I need to see her. I want to size her up. I want to see this competition. If it's no Baldy, 20 minutes up the road for you.
Oh my god.
And don't play blind man's bluff.
I gotta share the screen one more time. Lauren just sent me this. This is another really cute picture. Apparently, right after, if I'm correct, right after that video was taken, it was selfie time with the cat.
Oh,
That's a beautiful color the cat her cat has.
it is. It's really, really beautiful, and you're looking wonderful, Lauren. Um, so next week, guys, we have now get this right. Wes Coleman.
Yes, I was
I'm
gonna say, make
really.
sure you say that right.
If I'm not pronouncing somebody's name as Booby instead of Bobby, it's like, oh my god. No, you're alright, Nettie. Don't worry about it, honey. But yeah, so we've got Wayne, fucking hell,
You
Louise.
did it again.
Wes Coleman. I wouldn't even tell you what I did at the start of the show.
Hey,
When I
Kelly.
came live, hey Kelly, when I came live tonight, I was talking to myself for about the first 3 minutes. Didn't realise I was on mute.
Oh, really?
Thank you, Nettie. Yeah, I'm alright. I'm just tired. Do you know what, guys? I'm just tired and drained today, and I'm just really, really sore. So I'm just going to head on.
I was going to ask you feeling all right?
Yeah, do you know what it is, Nick? I'm suffering a lot of pain in my body. Right, I'll tell everybody long story short. I contracted COVID, it'll be nearly 2 years ago. And I'm just so sore. It's left such a pain in the body, and I'm just exhausted today. I have great. Do you know what, guys? I have days where I feel 21, and then I have days like this where it's just I'm dead lethargic looking. So if I'm ever like that, don't worry about me. Honestly, it's just the effects of obviously COVID and things like that. So it's just the joys. Do you know what? I just smile. Go smile.
Lauren makes a good point here. It's okay to talk to yourself, but the problem is when you answer yourself.
Listen, I've got 27 other people that answer for me. Don't you worry. Thanks, my lovelies. Thank you. So yes, tomorrow. What?
I just wanted to say to Lauren, she's just awesome. With all the support that not only obviously that she's given to us, but with what we've been able to do for her, she's fantastic. I seriously can't thank you enough, Lauren, for always watching us.
Oh, you're a wee cutie, Nick. I'm telling you, I'll put a good word in for that woman with you. I'll say, listen, you look after my friend.
Oh, check this out! What Kelly just wrote.
Oh my god, it's a horrible, horrible thing. It is a really horrible thing. So tomorrow we've got Wayne Seaton.
Yes, Wayne. It's going to be great seeing him again.
And then on Saturday we've got Jason. I don't know who's going to be. Probably everybody actually is probably got to come. Are you coming along on Saturday, Nicholas? Thanks for that.
Yes, definitely. As far as I know, I should be open on Saturday because I don't really have anything going on Saturday. So yeah, I could most likely join.
That's fine. I'll send you the link. So yeah, it's a busy time for Frighteners. It really, really is, and for the crime show. But definitely, guys. But thank you so much for your support every week. As I said, we don't know what we would do without you guys, because without you guys, we wouldn't have the shows. So we do appreciate, guys, everything coming in, watching, even people that don't comment. We still appreciate the views. And glad that you're no fucking bodies. Nearly a year on and you're no bodies, so that's good. That is a good thing. So you'll see us tomorrow night, guys. I can't wait to English is back because I've got to rip my new arsehole just because my work weeks are awesome. I have every Friday through Saturday, Sunday. Oh my god, that actually sounds so cool, Peter.
I wish I had that too, Lauren. But as always, you definitely tune in if you got nothing else going on.
Yeah, definitely check us out tomorrow night. Everybody have a good weekend if I don't see you tomorrow night. And if you can't, be careful. Nick, you should know this one because you're on a date, you. I
Oh
just
my
love it.
god,
I
I
just
can't
love his
even
face.
I can't even remember already.
Good night, everyone.
And everybody also too, please hopefully that, as I mentioned earlier about Typhoon Mawar, so hope everybody pray for Philippines and Taiwan if it does happen to affect that area. So hope it stays out in the open. So that's all I got to say.
Definitely. And stay safe, guys. That's the main thing. Stay safe. See you later.